On the group vacation I mostly paid for, she said. Stop complaining about the cost. If you can't afford to have fun, just leave. I replied. Okay. I went back to the hotel, checked out, and flew home. Their fun ended when the group credit card I canceled was declined at their next bar. Pratt 1. For the past 2 years, I believe my relationship with my girlfriend Lauren was a solid investment. I'm a partner at a mid-sized accounting firm. My life is about numbers, and the numbers with Lauren seem to add up. She was beautiful, fun, and vivacious. I was the stable, successful, and, I thought, appreciated partner. My generosity was, in my mind, a dividend paid on a happy and committed relationship. I was, it turns out, profoundly miscalculating the risk. The miscalculation came to a head in the sun-drenched, tequila-soaked paradise of Cabo San Lucas. The trip was my idea, a celebration for Lauren's 30th birthday. I had booked a 5-star resort for a week. The invitation was extended to her 3 closest friends. Trio of women I'll call the Vultures, and her younger brother, just to keep the gender balance from being too lopsided. I told everyone that my only goal was for them to have an incredible, stress-free week. I was covering the flights and the hotel. All they had to handle were their own meals and drinks. It was a generous offer, and they were all effusively grateful. At first, the problem started the moment we landed. Their definition of handling their own meals and drinks was, apparently, just a theoretical concept. At the first poolside bar, when the check came, all eyes turned to me. I smiled and paid. At the first fancy dinner, the same thing happened. I paid again, not wanting to cause a scene. A pattern was established. I had somehow, without a formal vote, been elected the official trip sponsor and designated ATM. To make things easier, I had given Lauren a supplementary credit card on my high-limit travel account a few months prior. It was supposed to be for emergencies and shared expenses. It had now become the official group fun card. She would whip it out with a flourish, ordering a top-shelf margaritas and ludicrously expensive appetizers for the table, all while her friends cheered her on. By day 3, I was starting to feel less like a boyfriend on vacation and more like a tour operator for a group of deeply entitled clients. The final straw came during a discussion about that evening's plans. One of her friends, a woman named Becca, who was the clear ringleader, announced that she had booked us a private sunset yacht cruise. It's going to be amazing, she squealed. Open bar. A private chef, the works. I did a quick search on my phone. The cruise she was talking about cost $3,000. I kept my voice calm and reasonable. Hey, that sounds incredible, I said, but that's a little steeper than I was planning for. Maybe we can find a more affordable option, or we can all pitch in for that one. The entire group fell silent. They all looked at me as if I had just suggested we spend the evening doing long division. Lauren stared at me, her expression a mixture of disbelief and disgust. Pitch in, she said, her voice dripping with contempt. Seriously, Matt, we're here to have fun. Stop complaining about the cost. Her friends all smirked in agreement. I'm not complaining, I said, my own voice hardening. I'm being realistic. $3,000 is a lot of money. Then she said the words that detonated our entire relationship. She stood up, put her hands on her hips, and looked down at me with a look of pure, unadulterated disdain. This is a party. If you can't afford to have fun,